Does the eye colour of a Transformer represent anything in the Transformers movie franchise? This is a topic I wanted to open up to every Transformers fan, because I want to understand if there is or if there should have been any continuity with the Transformers eye colour to resemble which group or type of Transformer they represent within the Transformers movie franchise. Ideally, in a franchise this big, it seems to make sense to have a good Transformer with one colour and a bad Transformer with another colour. This would set a standard to any casual fan introduced to the franchise and learning of a Transformer, and whether or not a Transformer is an Autobot or a Decepticon. Now, did we get this in Transformers on the big screen? Let's take a look. In Transformers 1, this should have been relatively simple to put in, with Autobots having blue eyes and Decepticons having red eyes. However, there was an exception, with Frenzy, the minion of Barricade, having blue eyes. Go figure. So already this raises questions over if there is any consistency at all, but maybe we can just let this one slide. When the franchise returned for its sequel Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Autobots and Decepticons kept their eye colour from the first movie. And to add to this, we did get some initial continuity, with the main villain, the Fallen, a Fallen Prime, his eyes being red, representing the Decepticons. However, then things begin to get a little bit sticky. Transformers Revenge of the Fallen introduced us to Devastator, a Transformer which is made up of 6 Decepticons. Initially, this is not really right, but let's keep going for now. These 6 Decepticons combined make Devastator, so using the logic we already have of Autobots are blue and Decepticons are red, Devastator once combined should be red too, right? Wrong. Devastator has green eyes. So how does that work? He's made out of 6 Decepticons. Decepticons have red eyes, and these Decepticons combine. Well, maybe we need to rethink this a little bit. Devastator is actually a combiner, and he should be made up of 6 Constructicons. This is a grouping of Transformers. This grouping of Transformers can fall under Decepticon leadership and report to Megatron, but for the audience to know these specific Transformers are combiners and they are the Constructicons and they make up Devastator, this group of Transformers as the Constructicons should have entirely been green. Maybe Michael Bay and the writers should have thought about Transformers families. Grouping Transformers to me seems very simple, and we can do this already. One issue the franchise has always suffered with is clear identification of robots. Eye colour coding could have helped go a long way. Autobots are blue, Constructicons are green, and Decepticons are red. So did the franchise get any better in future installments, or did they add more confusion? Let's take a look. In Transformers Dark of the Moon, things appeared to be okay. Sentinel Prime was introduced, and he was an Autobot who sided with the Decepticons, so his eyes were blue. That made sense. Shockwave was the other main villain, and his eyes were red to represent the Decepticons. But then we moved to Transformers 4. Age of Extinction. Chaos. Utter chaos. Because any continuity now goes out the window. Firstly, we have the Dinobots, who have the eye colour red. Does this mean they're on the side of evil? No. Although Grimlock does battle Optimus Prime, the Dinobots are great warriors who ultimately fight for good. Then we have Lockdown, who has the eye colour green. If you follow the movie franchise, you could easily interpret Lockdown having some relation to Devastator, who we have already covered in this video. You see what I mean? It begins to get messy. Lockdown isn't a Constructicon. He is a bounty hunter hired by the creators. He also has no affiliation to either side of the Autobots or Decepticons. So to give him green eyes works, if you hadn't used it already. The same problem occurs in the 5th installment of the franchise. You have Dragonstorm, who is made up of the Knights who protect the staff from Quintessa. The Knights have a multitude of eye colours, some with yellow, some with light green, but when combined to create Dragonstorm, they have the eye colour red. Quintessa has blue eyes, and the mini Dinobots, well, they just have no continuity at all. So by now, I think we've established continuity has gone out the window. But could there have and should there have been continuity? Would it have helped identify a particular group of Transformers? This is how I would have colour coded the Transformers in the Transformers movie franchise. The Autobots would be blue, the Decepticons would be red, the Constructicons would be green, the Infernicons would be purple, the Knights would be yellow, and the Dinobots, and of course the mini Dinobots, would be silver. And then any individual Transformer, such as Quintessa and Lockdown, which are introduced to the franchise later on, would then have their own shade of colour too. So this would have given some definition to the franchise and also made identification of a certain group of Transformers much more simple. This grounding would have made things much more easier for the casual fan, but also given the franchise some continuity and meaning to those robot coloured eyes. So if you could colour group the Transformers, what would your colours be? And do you think it would have helped the franchise? One complaint which always comes to mind from the critics is how they can never tell the Transformers apart. This colour coding could finally shut up that criticism. Let me know via the comment section below how you would colour code your Transformers and if you think it would have added value to the Transformers movie franchise. All that's left to be said is make sure you check out my other Transformers content on my YouTube channel. You can find my Autobot battles, Decepticon battles and Ultimate battles, but also you can check out my Bumblebee the movie updates. Don't forget to follow me on social media, on Instagram and on Twitter at Delzinski, and of course please rate, comment and subscribe. There's more to Transformers than meets the eyes. You see what I did there? No? Never mind. This is Delzinski, signing out.